Mic check, 1, 2. All right. No, it's fine. All right, we'd like to welcome everyone watching. We are here again in Panama City Beach at Mike Gavlak Stadium on the campus of Arnold High School for the National Homeschool Football Association 8-man tournament. And tonight we have the Division I finals where your Evangel Lightning will take on the Freedom Cowboys from Huntsville, Alabama. This is the 25th meeting between these two schools. Evangel holds a 14-10 edge in the series, including 13 of the last 14 meetings. That one loss in the last 14 meetings came in Game 4 of the season up in Huntsville, Alabama, where the Cowboys defeated the Lightning 38-8. Freedom ended their regular season 7-3 and then went on to win the SEEC Conference, as well as their NHFA semifinal game against the Tri-State Crusaders from Fort Wayne, Indiana, by a score of 28-20. Evangel is the ACSC champions, and they have a record of 9-3 currently. They've won 8 in a row, including a thrilling game against the South Haven Patriots in the semifinals Thursday night, where the Lightning won in overtime 42-34. So this should be a great matchup tonight. Lightning looking to get some revenge from earlier in the season. Perfect football weather again in PCB as the sun is setting, the sky is clear, and the temperature should be in the low 60s at kickoff. I'm Scott Stafford, and I'll be your play-by-play announcer for tonight's game. On the call with me again tonight is my son and ECS alum Simon Stafford, and we'll get his thoughts on the game here shortly. Matt Holmes is your assistant producer and will manage the live stream. Chris Thompson is running the high camera up here above the press box with us, and Kirk Stallings is on the field camera, which we're having some technical issues with at the moment, but hopefully we'll be able to get you some great field shots down there this evening. Wesley Holmes will be switching between the two cameras if we can get those ready. If not, he'll be helping with stats. And so, Simon, the Lightning have a tall task tonight as they try to avenge their early season loss to the Cowboys. What are your thoughts on the matchup?
Well, the Cowboys had a big game on Thursday against Tri-State. They came out, and despite the score being 28-20, it was really a one-sided affair. Jalen Venter had yet again another great game against Tri-State, and he really took over that game later on. And even though Tri-State was able to score some late touchdowns, they still stayed ahead. So what I think Evangel needs to do tonight, if they want to be able to compete with this Cowboys team, is contain the quarterback, play sound defense. Defensive ends, Whitbourne, Jack Loudon, those guys, and Jack Nivens, of course, they need to do a good job of setting the edge, as well as the cornerbacks need to come down and make some plays like they did the other night. I mean, obviously there was a ton of big runs from running back. I cannot remember his name, number 3 from
Atkinson,
Cade Atkinson. Cade Atkinson. There's a bunch of big runs from Atkinson. But Evangel still, the corners were able to come down, make some big plays. Again, Cruz Romano, he's got to help out with containing number 9, because if number 9 gets the edge, Venter, he's gonna make some big plays.
Venter has been hurt most of the season, but he is healthy and ready to go tonight. He is a big guy, very elusive, not the fastest guy out there, as you'll see tonight, but he is very slippery. And so it will be a tall task for the Lightning to contain him tonight, especially since we might have we will have a limited number 9 on the field tonight. Eli Black is battling some health issues, but he's going to try to give it a go tonight. And we'll see if he's able to, or how much he's able to contribute. Obviously, he's one of our best tacklers on defense, and he does everything on offense, leading rusher and very effective in the passing game with Ben Davis and Trey Hope and all those guys on offense. So we're about 5.5 minutes away from kickoff, And the Lightning are warming up. They were a little bit late coming out from behind the bleachers across the way there, but they're on the field now warming up. And we should have the prayer and anthem here soon. Freedom's already finished their warm-ups. Were they warming up a minute ago when I went down? Okay.
They were warming up behind the
I see.
bleachers opposite to where we are right now. But one thing I did see while they were running their plays before game, or before they went over there behind the end zone just now, they had, I believe it was Chris Staniskavich, number 5, under center at quarterback in the double wing formation.
That's Nick Sanders.
Oh, that's Nick Sanders they had? They're like twins out there.
That was last year.
Yeah. They were like twins out there, and they were anyways, they were in the double wing formation with Isaac Griffith as well as Ben Davis at the wing back, and that's one thing Coach Smith likes to go back to. That's his bread and butter. It's been his bread and butter, but obviously since he's been at the Evangel, we've run more of a spread RPO type offense since Coach Hagan's had the reins of the offense.
Yep.
But Coach Smith, he definitely likes that double wing, and if he needs to, he will run it, and he'll run it good. The biggest thing is making sure that O-line is conditioned for
Run it well.
Run
it well. Were you homeschooled or something? Just kidding.
They don't teach you grammar in the Army, by the way.
Yeah.
For everybody at home.
Well played. Well played. Okay, so just over 4 minutes to go till kickoff. I think we're about to have the prayer and anthem, so we will take a break here and listen to that.
The NHFA and 8-man extreme. We thank you for attending at Mike Gavlak Stadium. And 25. Entered into Florida with an 8-3 record and won in Thursday's semifinal, 42-34 in overtime against the South Haven Christian School Patriots to get here. From Alabaster, Alabama, give it up for tonight's away team and the Alabama Christian School. They entered into Florida with a 10-3 overall record and won in Thursday's semifinal 28-20 against the Tri-State Kings Crusaders to get here. From Huntsville, Alabama, give it up for tonight's home team, Southeastern Extreme Conference champions and last year's national championship runner-up team, the Freedom Cowboys. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps for a word of prayer from NHFA Tournament Director Mike St. Dennis.
Let us pray. Our Heavenly Father, we come before you to give thanks for the many blessings we have received. We thank you for the men and women who give their time and energy to create these opportunities, for the young and men and women who participate. We thank you for everyone who has come to the tournament this week and who has made this season for their teams and their communities such a great success. We thank you for the lessons that have been learned, the tears that have been cried, the wounds that have been healed, and the laughter enjoyed. And we ask your blessing over the events of this evening and the rest of our time here together, that you would give us safety and health. Watch over these players, coaches, cheerleaders, referees, and fans. And in everything that we say and do, May we bring honor and glory to your name. For it's in the name of Jesus Christ our Lord we pray. Amen.
We ask those who are willing and able to continue to rise to honor the United States and those who support our freedoms at home and abroad with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
All right, prayer and anthem complete. We are now about to have the captains walk to midfield for the coin toss for the Lightning. I see number 99, Caleb Woods, number 77, Eli McDonald. I believe that's number 9, Eli Black, lined up to walk to midfield, as well as number 56, Whit Bourne. And for the home team, the Freedom Cowboys, number 18, Elijah Brown, number 9, Jalen Venter, number 77, who we don't have on our roster, and number 2, Elijah Carr. Sorry, that is number 5, Nick Sanders, not Eli Black, number 9, that is walking to midfield as one of the Lightning captains. So we're still trying to work out the technical issues with the field camera, but camera number 1 is a go. And the head referee has a mic on. That's a nice feature. Lightning call the toss. Actually, Freedom won the toss and deferred. They let the home team call instead of the visitors. That was different. Anyway, the Lightning will get the ball first and defend the south end zone. So we'll get to see the Lightning on offense first, and we'll see also how well Mr. Black is doing, number 9. So obviously, he missed some games earlier in the season. Trey Hope stepped in at quarterback, but it wasn't just his running ability at quarterback that we were missing by having Trey Hope move from receiver to quarterback. We were lacking in the receiver department. So, and we also had Max Watson in those earlier games, who is not with us tonight due to an injury. So it's going to be a challenge. As far as I know, Freedom is at full strength, and as we said earlier, we lost to them 38-8 in their place. Now, I will say Evangel is a much improved team overall since then. We didn't have Eli Black in that game, but they also didn't have Jalen Venter. So 2 best players are back playing tonight. One is 100%, one is not.
Yeah, it's a big thing to have both those receivers out there between Trey Hope and Ben Davis. They both had a big game Thursday night. Ben Davis had more big plays down the field, but Hope had 2 very, very crucial 2-point conversions.
Yeah.
One which was to tie the game, to send us to overtime. And I believe Ben Davis also had a game-ending INT.
Line drive kick, angling to the left side, taking a squirrely hop for Cruz Romano back there. He picks it up. It's running all the way to the other side of the field where he has no blockers and drops around the 6 or 7 yard line. I believe that was number 12 for them. Very hard to see the numbers from up here. 17, actually, not 12.
Levi Hull, the sophomore, young sophomore, coming down, making a big play on special teams there for the Cowboys.
Yep, sophomore on sophomore. The Lightning will start their first drive way back at their own 8 yard line.
Yeah, and speaking of sophomores, Evangel is a much younger team than Freedom is this year, and Freedom also has a big size advantage in terms of numbers.
Lightning go trips to the bottom, tight end to the top, and Eli is in there at quarterback taking the snap, and he's going to run it. First play, bounces to the outside, first down the sideline. One man to beat. He gets hawked down and has to cut it back before getting knocked out of bounds around the 45. And man, you talk about not being 100% and having to run 50 yards on your first play, or 47. He's going to get a break and trade. No, he's not. He just was getting the play from Coach Smith. Wow.
Yeah, we're probably going to see him keeled over on the sideline at some point tonight, most likely before halftime. But that was a good job by number 16, Blake Martinet, to hawk him down and save that play from being a touchdown. Had a good angle.
Yeah, and just looking at him run, he didn't look like that was his normal speed. As he hands it off to Isaac Griffith this time, and the young man plows ahead for about 5 or 6 on first down.
That was a good design run there. The O-line didn't get as much push as you wanted, but they created a seam, and Isaac does a good job of churning his legs, keeping them going, pushing them forward, carrying bodies, and picking up a good gain of 6 or 7 there.
Yeah. So 2nd and 4 upcoming. Impressive opening drive so far, just 2 plays, but they've already covered 50 yards.
Yeah, they've really switched the momentum since that kickoff.
Hand off again. Griffith hitting the hole and dropped for a short gain, maybe a yard. That was number 2, one of the captains, Elijah Carr, a senior.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Really good gap discipline there by Carr.
Yeah, it's going to be really important for the Lightning to stay ahead of the chains tonight, not needing 3rd and longs, because, you know, obviously Eli's not 100%. We would like to be able to give the ball to number 22 a lot tonight, especially in short yardage situations.
Right, but he does have one of the best painkillers, and that is adrenaline.
Absolutely. And he's going to hit the hole himself, and he's got the first down. So Lightning move the chains as the ball is spotted around the 35.
For the first down.
Yeah, you see Wyatt Chandler there helping him up.
Yeah.
Eli gets so much support from this team. He is the captain of that team, despite just being a junior. Like I said before, there's not a lot of seniority, and he's been at Evangel for so long, playing football even before Evangel at Hoover High School. He is definitely the leader of this team.
Clock runs. It's 9:24 to go. Davis motions out of the backfield. Griffith hits the hole and has a short gain, maybe a yard. But positive yardage, so important.
Brought down by number 4, Harden.
Good job by the O-line so far to give some running room to both Eli and Griffith.
Yeah, Griffith checks out there for Jackson Loudon. You think he'll go, or Jack Loudon, you think he'll go to a another wide set here.
Loudon's at tight end with, I believe that's Jack Nivens at the other tight end.
Cowboys here stacking the box. They're expecting that QB draw.
Looking to pass is Black. Throwing to the end zone, a little out and up. He's got the man overthrown just out of the outstretched arms of Ben Davis. Or over the outstretched arms, rather.
Really good out and up route there by Davis, but just ball's overthrown by a yard.
Yeah.
That's when Eli's going to wish he had back, but hopefully they can make up for it here on a 3rd and long.
Yeah, I was watching these Freedom Cowboys play in the game on Thursday. They had the game before us, and it was pretty impressive, the size of their defensive players. There's some big guys down there, and they're athletic as well, as they've got 5 crowded at the line of scrimmage now on this 3rd and 9 upcoming. They're bringing 4. Hand off to Griffith. He's hit around the line of scrimmage and dropped for no gain, maybe a loss.
No gain on the play, brought down by number 40, by number 4.
4th and 10. I think Coach Smith's probably going to go for it here.
That's a 1-yard loss. It brings up 4th and 10.
Yeah, I expected them to try and maybe go for a swing pass or something short to pick up just a few yards to make this a 4th and more manageable, because this part of the field, you turn the ball over, it's not that big of a deal.
Right.
Obviously, it's always a big deal when you turn the ball over, but they need to trust their defense tonight.
So, tight end to the top, 2 receivers to the bottom. Davis is in the slot. Looking to the right, looking for Hope. Sorry, looking for Davis on the outside, and that's over his head again. I think the Lightning might have wanted an interference call there. Looked like Davis got grabbed, but no flag. Turnover on downs, and the Cowboys will have their first possession at the 35. And Jalen Venter is getting the call from head coach Collins. I just drew a blank on the first name.
Yeah, and the cowbells are
Kyle
ringing
Collins,
over
thank
here.
you.
Cowbells are ringing over here on this side of the field. Great turnout here for the Cowboys. Both sides of the ball, really, considering we're at least 4 hours away from home for both teams. It's a great turnout, and it's getting loud out here.
Start off in a tight end 2 H-back formation, and Venter throws an interception to Ben Davis. I believe that was tipped.
At the 45-yard line for the Lightning.
So that quieted the ruckus crowd from Huntsville on our side of the bleachers, or the stadium rather. We are above the press box, and we are the visiting team tonight, so our fans are on the opposite side.
That was a good job by the defensive end. I believe that was Jack Loudon.
Yep, Jack Loudon definitely affected that pass. He might have tipped it, and it went over the head of the intended receiver.
Yeah, he kept his contained, though.
As Black rolls to his right, looks back to his left, man's not open, and he's going to be sacked. Looked like it was supposed to be a trick play back to Cruz Romano, who slipped out to the left side with Wyatt Chandler out there blocking for him, but number 2, Elijah Carr, was right there. The senior was not fooled.
That's a 4-yard loss.
That was good eye discipline there by that Cowboys defense.
9-yard line. Brings up a 2nd down.
It's easy to follow Eli when he's on the field, because you know usually where he's going, that ball's going with him.
They flipped the formation to the other side this time. Davis in motion. Eli looking downfield, crossing route by Davis. He's got the sideline. One guy out there blocking for him. Trey Hope can't quite get the block. What are they going to say? Was he out? Okay, they mark him out at the 1. I think the Lightning were fortunate. It looked like Trey Hope had a handful of jersey there on the defender.
He did, but he did a good job of keeping his hands inside. But you love to see that from your receivers, you know. You block downfield, you continue to block like that.
Yeah.
The players love it. Your quarterback loves it. It turns a short gain that Davis had there to a huge play.
Yeah, looking at it on the delay here, Simon, I think Trey Hope had his hand on him, but he wasn't holding him, because it did look like it affected his ability to run there, and the defender was able to knock him out of bounds. So 2 tights now, 1st and goal. Jack Niven is a fullback, hand it to Griffith. He stopped short of the goal line rather. No gain on the play. 2nd and goal upcoming.
Yeah, the fullback, I believe that was number 53, Jack Nivens.
Yep.
He ran right up through that hole, and there was nobody there. All the defense was already behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that happens sometimes, and then it's like the hole closes after he's already gone through.
Going back to that last play, though, yeah, this side of the field did not like that no call on the holding. It's okay. Some people just don't understand football that well.
All right, 2nd and goal. Handed to Griffith again, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Lightning.
Into the end zone for a Lightning touchdown.
Brought in the heavy set, and it worked. Great block there by Nivens. Almost like a tunnel rat is what I like to call him, running up in there. Keep your shoulder pad level low, and they tell you not to use your head, but when you're a fullback, and especially a kid like Jack Nivens, he's probably going to use his head going up in there. Get a good block.
Yep. So 2-point conversion upcoming, and the Lightning strike first here in Panama City, the Division I NHFA championship. And bobbled snap. Eli's just going to have to try to, well, he's going to have to eat it.
Swallowed up there.
Yeah, big 22.
Michael
and now
Johnson.
There's a penalty flag thrown. It looks like it's going to be maybe a unsportsmanlike because of when it was thrown. And it looks like it was thrown on the Lightning side of the ball, but towards the Freedom sideline a little bit. So it's going to be curious to see who they call this against. They're talking it over.
No good. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on Evangel. The kickoff will be 15 yards back.
Okay. So one of the Evangel players said something that the official didn't like.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of talk between these two teams. I remember when I would play, there's a lot of, I mean, it's a rivalry. There's a lot of hate between these two teams, you know. There's
Respect.
a lot.
I think he meant respect.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, it's definitely a heated rivalry as I said, this is the 25th time these two teams have played, and why that's significant is Evangel's only been playing football for 21 years. This is the 21st season, if I'm not mistaken. So they play each other every year and sometimes multiple times a year.
Right, and this Cowboys team, they've had a lot of good seasons. They've been to Panama a lot for this tournament.
Yeah.
It's just usually when they come down and meet Evangel, especially in recent years, Evangel's just been the top dog. But they knocked them off the regular season.
Short kick. It's going to be caught, and a fair catch was called. Wasn't sure if he got the hand up or not. So great field position after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Cowboys will take over.
Yeah, and that's where not having a kickoff specialist really hurts you. Sanders has an accurate leg. He just doesn't have the most powerful leg.
Yeah. Well, let's see what the defense can do here. Drive number 2 for Freedom. First one resulted in a turnover. Venter. There goes the big guy up through the hole, and he's going to be close to the first down.
Down to the 35-yard line.
Tackled there by Cruz Romano, number 12, the sophomore. He didn't have a huge game on Thursday night, but he definitely had a big game. Stepping up in there. He looked a little bit shaky making that tackle.
And I just noticed Eli Black is not out there on defense at linebacker. It looks like, is that Isaac Griffith?
That is number 24, I believe.
Okay, 24, not 22. His handoff this time to 18, Elijah Brown. Nice job by the Lightning to trip him up. It looks like he got no gain, so it's going to be 3rd and short upcoming. You're right.
third down and short.
Is that number 18 for Freedom? Elijah Brown, the senior, walking off the field.
Oh, my goodness.
That is detrimental. He is a workhorse.
Yeah, he's one of their best players for sure.
That man right there, he is a powerful runner.
He's a captain, so one of their team leaders as well.
Hate to see him go down early.
Man in motion. Venter takes off again. Got running room. One man to beat. Runs over Ben Davis around the 15-yard line, and that's a touchdown.
And he just leveled Ben Davis. I'm talking about dribbled him. Lack of experience there from Ben. That's a big man running at you. Sometimes you freeze up. Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, those big guys, when I'm a smaller guy myself, I used to like to take those big guys' legs out.
That's what Ben tried
like to hit
do,
those up high.
Yeah, that Venture can definitely get low. As we've seen there, he will run you over. So Freedom responds quickly.
Freedom lining up for a 2-point conversion.
So Zach Davis is in there, linebacker for the Lightning, as Eli Black's getting a spell. Venter runs into Caleb Woods. 2-point conversion is no good.
Great block shed there by Big Woods. That man, he's fun to watch. He doesn't make the most plays on defense like most nose guards, but when he does, the running back usually doesn't fall forward. That's for sure.
So exciting first quarter, kind of like the game Thursday night, 6-6 early. Both teams with some pretty impressive drives. Of course, Freedom had the turnover on their first drive. Lightning had a turnover on downs on their second drive. But each team has gotten into the end zone here in the first quarter. So return man, looks like it's going to be Cruz Romano again. You know, I've seen that. I don't remember which game it was, but it seems like the Lightning, when they call a return to one side, sometimes that return guy, you know, they have to stay with it and run all the way across the field. And that's what happened on the last kickoff. And that's just a long way to run, you know, to try to get all the way to the other side. It's almost more beneficial to just get upfield and get what you can.
Right. That's Coach Welch's special. He calls that setting the wall. And it is definitely called before the kick.
And sometimes it works. When it works, it's great.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Kick down the middle this time and hits Cruz in the face mask. He picks it up. Gets a nice return out across the 30 or right around the 30-yard line, rather. And Eli Black will lead the offense back out there.
Make that the 30-yard line where the Lightning will begin.
They need to repeat what they did on the last drive. They didn't have the most methodical drive, but they did eat up a lot of clock.
Yeah.
They need to continue to do that. Try and get this ground game going with Isaac Griffith.
I think it's interesting that Freedom has a drone out there getting some camera shots. We got to step it up at Evangel. Handoff on the jet sweep. Trey Hope trying to get to the outside. He's going to be dropped. Nice tackle out there by number 20. That's the guy we don't have a
That is Sterling Hershey.
Thank you.
Did a good job to wrap up there. I thought Davis was going to break that tackle on the little jet sweep, but like I said, very good tackle. Able to hold on, grab cloth, and just pray.
Yep.
That's what you got to do in that situation.
So second and about 12 upcoming. Lightning go unbalanced this time. Romano at the guard on the bottom of the screen is eligible. I think that's Romano.
That is.
Handoff. I'm sorry, Eli keeps it, looking to his left, heaves it. Ben Davis high points it, and he's got it.
What a throw.
That was so impressive. Oh, there's a penalty flag back at the 34-yard line. That's
most likely going to be a holding, but what a throw by Eli there. And a great catch by Davis. Unfortunately gets called back for the Lightning.
Oh, my goodness.
5-yard penalty. Still taking out.
That's what happens when you got these less experienced guys out there. I know Chandler and McDonald, the two guards, are experienced, but the center, James Wolf, he's a younger guy. And when a quarterback rolls out like that, you're going to usually get a penalty, whether it's holding or an ineligible man downfield, because you kind of get lost on that field.
They actually are going to get Wyatt Chandler, and oh my goodness, I just watched it on the delay, and that was close. That was a ticky-tack call as Eli Black busted off the left side, and he's got the first down, and he runs out of bounds smartly, as I think he wasn't going to make it anyway. Don't want to get drugged down and take a chance of getting hurt there, as he was running on fumes when he stepped onto the field.
Yeah, he had a big rollout on that last play, had to throw across his body, and then right back to him on the QB counter there. I believe that was the right decision, go out of bounds, not try to fight for any more yards. Sets this offense up perfectly. Almost inside the 30-yard line.
So I guess Eli ran out of bounds. That's why they didn't start the clock. But first and 10 upcoming. Ball right inside the 30-yard line. Two receivers to the bottom. It looks like Jack Niven's in the backfield. It is. He's going to block for Eli. Eli tucks his shoulder and gets a couple of yards. Going to bring up second and about 7.
To the 28-yard line, which brings up a second down.
Actually, second and 8 upcoming. Clock is running. Should be right around 2 minutes when we snap the ball for this next play. Same formation. Black looking to his right. Got Davis out there in the flats, and he makes the catch. Tackled by number 12 for the Cowboys. And Davis was open for a couple of seconds there. I was wondering if Eli might try to throw it downfield.
Yeah, they had number 2, Hope, on, I believe it was an out and up route. But anytime you move the chains, you'll take it. They got one more chance to move the chains.
Another impressive drive by the Lightning. Last one stalled out and resulted in a turnover on downs. Actually, I wouldn't say it stalled out. We never really got it going. Black just, that one slipped out of his hand a little bit, it looks like, as it went sailing over the head of Ben Davis.
Well, while there's a small break, I'm going to announce our first period sponsors. We have Base Camp Country Real Estate and Noble Bank and Trust. And we, again, just thank our sponsors so much for allowing us to bring these games to you each and every week.
Yeah, and I love to talk about William O'Neill with Base Camp Country Real Estate. Came up through the program, so he's an ECS alum. Doesn't have a kid out here playing. His only affiliation with Evangel is that, he went to school here. And so it's great to see him giving back. Oh, Isaac Griffith stumbles as he got the handoff.
Thought he was going to go down there behind the line of scrimmage, but that kid has got strong legs.
1 yard on the play. Brings up a third down.
Disappointed himself. It was supposed to be a counter play, I believe. And on the cut, he kind of messed up his footing, and they're going to sub him out for Jackson Loudon. J-Lo, as they like to call him.
So Lightning probably going 2 tights here. Indeed they are. Cruz Romano is the other tight end. Trey Hope tight at the bottom of the screen. Ben Davis split wide to the top. Eli presses the hole, bounces it outside. And he gets about 7 as the clock expires on the first quarter. And a very exciting first quarter it was both teams score. We will take a break and be right back. You're watching Lightning Football.
When lightning strikes, call Craig Doris State Farm, your local neighborhood agent. With over 20 years of service, Craig and his team are ready to help you navigate life's storms. They provide customized planning and risk management to protect your property, provide financial relief in loss, and realize long-term investment goals. Contact them today at craigdoris.com. Are you wanting to buy or sell recreational land or a farm? Call William O'Neill with Base Camp Country Real Estate at 205-470-7812 or email william.o'neill@basecampcountry.com. Base Camp Country Real Estate. It's more than dirt, it's a lifestyle.
Okay, we're back. About to start quarter number 2. And the Lightning on the move, but it's 4th and 4. And the head referee is making his way over to the Lightning sideline saying, come on, guys, we're ready to go.
Yeah, I expect him to put the ball in Eli's hands here. He's been their offense all night, whether it's through the air or on the ground. But if he's not running the ball, we know who he's going to throw it to. Very excited to see what coach has called up for this one. 4th and awkward. Not 4th and short, but not 4th and medium.
That's a good way to put it. Tight end to the bottom, 2 receivers to the top. Griffith in the backfield. They go hard count. Freedom doesn't jump. Eli rolls to his right. Got Davis in the flats for a first down and goal for the Lightning.
Davis has been Mr. Safe Hands all night. He's been your all-state player of the game, if we had one.
Craig Doris approves.
Right.
No, sorry, Craig Doris is State Farm. Oops.
Mayhem approves. I just know his name is Mayhem.
Craig Doris disapproves. Oh. All right.
Nivens in the backfield.
Same formation. Yep, this time Nivens is back there instead of Isaac Griffith. Eli going to do it himself. Eli presses the hole, takes a big hit, gets a short gain, maybe a yard or 2.
I believe he picked up 2 there. He did eat that hit. He's going to eat a lot of hits tonight. It's a tough kid.
He's a tough kid, and that's a tough Freedom defense he's going up against. Probably the most physical defense we played against all year. But our guys are battle-worn and battle-tested. They stay in that pro formation. Man in motion. Eli up the middle, into the end zone for a Lightning touchdown, and we take the lead again. Wow.
O-line did a great job there, pulling, setting their blocks, hooking who they need to hook, and Eli was able to walk in unscathed.
Very impressed with the game plan so far. Coach Smith wanting to keep it on the ground, getting Eli to share the load with Isaac Griffith and the receivers, try to keep him as fresh as possible, because we might need him to play some defense later on.
Right.
He'll try to do it himself again, and he bounces it to the outside and strolls into the end zone and heads over to the sideline to get him some water.
Yeah, at least he gets special teams plays off, but I just like to take a moment to talk about Eli. I was a linebacker. He was our Will last year. I was Sam. Nick Cloud was the Mike. And me and Nick Cloud, both seniors, of course, I didn't play my sophomore and junior year, so I didn't have a ton of experience, but Eli was just 2 years younger than both of us.
Yeah.
And he led our team. He might not have led the team. He definitely led the linebackers in tackles.
Yeah.
And he's the most humble kid you'll ever meet in your life. I mean, really, all of Marty Black's kids are very humble, but
yeah,
Eli really is. And He stays off social media for the most part, and you wouldn't know he was a football player, as good of a football player as he is, if you were just to talk to him.
Yeah, I think that's par for the course for the as you said, Marty Black's boys. I don't think any of them have been anything but humble.
Right.
So Marty and Shelley have done a good job with those guys. So kick into no man's land, and it goes out of bounds barely.
Kick goes out of bounds at the 25-yard line, which brings the flag onto the play.
So 10:37 to go in the second quarter, and Lightning surprising some folks here in Panama City with a 14-6 lead. Again, earlier in the season with Jalen Venter out and Eli Black out, it was a very one-sided game up in Huntsville. But you can just see how much the team has improved overall. Of course, we have Eli back, but they also have Jalen Venter back. So it's all things considered, you would think it would still be more one-sided, but it's anything but. As they hand it off to number 12, 16 rather.
Brought down there by a big, tall 56. He's not necessarily big, but tall, Whitborn. Got some help from Isaac Griffith there. Sorry, no, that was actually 24. Zach Davis.
Yeah. So Zach Davis is a sophomore, 5'11", and getting a lot of playing time in as Eli Black is resting on the sideline.
Yeah, they've got him out there at the mic. He's the shot caller for that defense right now.
Handoff. He runs into Cruz Romano, and there's a penalty flag on the play. Looks like an illegal shift is going to be called on Freedom. And my goodness, I'm just noticing how big the crowd is over here for Freedom. They traveled well from Huntsville.
Huntsville, Tennessee, as Coach Smith would call it.
Legal motion, Cowboys. The guy in motion went toward the line of scrimmage at the snap. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Not sure if you heard the head referee there, but he said that the man in motion was moving towards the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I believe
the ball was snapped.
I believe he was supposed to kind of sit down for a split second. They brought him into the backfield, and he took the handoff like a running back, and he just got a little bit on his toes and was moving forward.
And, you know, you see that more and more these days, and they don't call it.
Yeah, a lot like the horse collar. It's kind of a forgotten penalty, in my opinion.
Well, they called it there, thankfully, and that backs them up, makes it second and about 14. Venter around right in, got some blocking, and is knocked out of bounds by Trey Hope.
Yeah, there was no contain there. Luckily, like I said earlier, the cornerbacks are going to have to come down and make plays like that, and that's exactly what Hope did there. And he did not want to end up like Ben Davis did earlier. He went low, and he brought a little bit more power when he knocked him out. Knocked him out of bounds there.
So 3rd and 7. I don't think this is 4-down territory unless they get really close to the down marker. Venter's going to try to throw it. Dumps it out there over the man's hand. Oh, wow, great catch over his shoulder as the receiver had to spin all the way around to catch that. That was number 20. Who's that, Simon?
Sterling Hershey, the senior. He did do a good job of changing his position there and getting underneath, falling underneath that ball. I believe he had to turn around for that one.
He did.
It's a very athletic play.
He was facing Venter when the ball was released and had to turn all the way around. Venter has not run it. Oh, sorry, he did run it one time on this drive so far, and he got a positive gain as
that was number 18, Elijah Brown. And Cruz Romano steps in there and makes a pretty big play. I believe that was Cruz.
Brought down by number 12,
PA guy agrees with you.
Yeah, there was Cruz again, another tackle for loss for the young buck. But Elijah Brown is back in the game. I was looking for him on the sideline this whole drive. I assumed he was in there. I just couldn't see him. So that's good.
Yeah, good to see him back in the game.
That's a big old man to be playing, to be running the ball.
They stay in that 2 tight, 2 up back formation. Look for Venter to run it here. And he does. Got blockers out there. First down yardage. Finally ridden out of bounds by 3 Lightning defenders. Lightning have got to figure out that just a sweep play, basically, quarterback sweep. But they've got numbers out there.
That was a beautiful pull and block by number 77. We don't have his name. I'm thinking he's Ashton Byron, though. Listed on our roster as 71.
Okay.
But he did a great job. I mean,
he pancaked Romano.
Yeah.
Was that Romano or Loudon?
That was Romano. He has a bit of a size advantage on Cruz.
Just a little bit. Venter fakes the handoff, tries the left side this time, spinning through some defenders, and finally Zach Davis brings him down. The strength of Venter on display on that play.
Right, and Hope needs to do a better job of not arm tackling there. That is a big old man running the football, but
yeah, he's basically a running back playing quarterback. They do throw it a little bit, as we've seen earlier in this drive, but
right,
they're primarily a running team.
Elijah Carr checks in at number 2 at running back.
Venter fakes the handoff and goes to the right side. Big hole up the middle. Will they catch him? No, they won't. Touchdown, Freedom. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie it up.
Bama lost.
So the Jalen Venter show on display for the Cowboys on that drive as he had most of their yardage just running it left and right.
Good downfield blocking by his receivers.
And he's going to try to run it for the 2-point conversion, spins in the hole and falls across the goal line. You know, other than Caleb Woods, there's a indisputable size advantage on the line for the Cowboys. And they're just not able to shed their blocks as well as they need to get to Venter.
Right, those ends, Bourne and Loudon, they need to find a way to use their speed to get around them. But when you get around them, you know, Venter's just going to cut inside. So
yeah.
Put a helmet in their chest and see if you can push them.
So championship game is shaping up to be a good one here as we're tied almost halfway through the second quarter.
And as the teams come out in the field, our second period sponsors are Exit Realty, that's Mandy Welch, and then Team Massey Properties.
Thank you, Matt Holmes.
Miles will kick off for the Cowboys.
Oh, heart's hurting a little bit. Alabama just lost.
It happens. Okay. So, looks like number 7 to tee it up and kick it for Freedom. That is Trey Hope deep to receive this time for the Lightning, and he corrals it around the 10-yard line. Runs into a defender around the 22 and steps out of bounds.
Yeah, he had real estate on the near side over here. Don't think he saw it. It's hard to turn up field like that, though.
Where the Lightning will take over, 1st and 10.
Seven minutes left. I expect Evangel to come out here and try and chew up most of this clock, get to halftime, at least with a tie game. They don't need to turn the ball over. They need to minimize turnovers, which they've done a good job of doing. They're actually winning the turnover battle right now. But they're going in 4 wide. And that's Martin at the bottom of your screen checks in for that.
4 wide, and Freedom has 4 in the box. Davis in motion. Eli going to try the left side, has to cut it back as he's cut off there and then spins around out of the grasp of a defender and gets positive yardage out across the 30.
Yeah, clear frustration from the sophomore Julian Harden. He had to run downfield chasing a receiver, and then he comes back, and Eli's still running. Turns nothing into something there.
Yeah, they had him dead to rights in the backfield, or at least for no gain, and that's why number 9 is special.
Loudon checks in, taking out Martin.
Yep, it's number 9 against number 9.
Yeah, a lot like last night's number 3 versus number 3.
Right, for Thursday night, yeah. Seems like last night. Seems like we just played. And that's the other thing. I mean, I know Freedom played the game too. They actually played their game earlier in the day, so they had a couple more hours of rest than we did.
They also got to, well, both teams got to watch each other.
2 tights, 2 wide receivers. Eli Black does it himself at right end, and he gets the first down across the 35.
Man, for a guy with the stomach virus right now, he's running that ball fairly well. You wonder how many hits he can take.
Yeah.
But you saw a good job of the Cowboys keeping contained there. They really minimalized that run because if the end, number 16, Blake I cannot say the Marconnet, if he didn't set the edge there, then Eli's taking that around the corner and going.
Pro set this time. Freedom fans making some noise. Counter play. Griffith cuts it back, spins out of 1 tackle and gets about 8 yards on first down. Nice carry by the young sophomore.
We're getting up to the 43-yard line. At the 44-yard line.
Freedom calls a timeout. It takes a lot of discipline from a line as well as the running back to run the counter successfully, and that time the pulling guards hit. Griffith sheds a tackle at the line, and he's able to pick up a good gain there.
Yep, so while there's a timeout, we'll take a break and be right back. You're watching Lightning Football.
Located in the 1022 Tower right next to Shelby Baptist Hospital, Dermatologists of Birmingham has been serving all ages in the Shelby, Chilton, and Bibb counties area for almost 20 years. Discover healthier, more radiant skin with Dermatologists of Birmingham, your trusted experts for comprehensive medical, surgical, and cosmetic dermatology care in Alabama. Visit their website to book an appointment today. From minor bumps to unexpected injuries, Southern Immediate Care is here with expert care when it matters most. If you aren't feeling well, visit Southern Immediate Care in Helena from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week at 225 Helena Marketplace.
Okay, we're back. 2nd and short upcoming. Halfway through the 2nd quarter. 4 wides again for the Lightning. Davis in motion. Eli looking left. Heaves it down there for Alex Martin, and it's intercepted. Just an underthrown, wobbly ball that time from Black as Martin had a step on the defender.
Yeah, that was number 4, Julian Harden. Did a good job turning around for the ball. They tried to give the young Martin a chance downfield, but unfortunately did not. He's a senior?
He didn't play last week.
He's a young senior. Just a young senior.
He's a rather small senior.
Well, I was a small senior too.
It's true.
It happens. Okay. 5:50 to go in the second quarter. Freedom unbalanced with an eligible guard on the bottom of the formation. Eli Black in on defense this time as he gets smacked in the face, and he Elijah Brown. I was watching Eli step into the hole as Elijah Brown gets a first down. Looks like Eli's okay, but he got smacked in the face and turned and ran the other way.
Yeah, that was number 13. I know this guy's a youngin'. What's his name? Venable.
Kaysen Venable.
Kaysen Venable. Is he Aiden Venable's little brother? The Venable that played baseball?
I don't know. Three-man rush for the Lightning. Handoff this time, and the Lightning penetrate and get a tackle for loss. That was big Caleb Woods leading the way.
That's his second big play. Love to see it from a nose guard. They don't get a lot of glory.
So 2nd and 11 upcoming.
But, yeah, you saw on the play before last, 18, Brown, Elijah, he has got strong legs, and he'll keep him churning. I've actually been trucked by one of his legs before.
He's a big dude. Both of those guys in the backfield are big dudes, as Venter's going to try it this time, and there he goes again. Finally brought down by Davis. You know, makes you wonder why they just don't give it, let him run it until he can anymore.
Oh, man. He is a nightmare in the backfield.
So ball at the 37 now. Two guys go wide left. Unbalanced again. Venter fakes a pass and is going to run it. Stumbles a little bit. Still gets at least 8 or 9 on that run. They give him 8. 2nd and short upcoming. Coach, I mean, you've got Kaysen Venable and, well, Kaysen Venable's really the only guy out there that hasn't played a lot on defense. He's out there playing for Max Watson. Handoff this time to 18. And their big man rumbles his way as he's hit hard by Eli Black, but not before he gets the first down. Down to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, good contain from number 42, Loudon there. He broke down, but Brown was able to cut up field. And one thing we haven't seen a lot from the Lightning tonight has been contact behind the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
You know, whether it's a broken tackle or not, you still want to have that contact behind the line of scrimmage to slow down that run game. Because when number 9 or when number 18 can get 2 yards past the line of scrimmage before they're getting hit, they got a lot more momentum.
Wyatt Chandler in the game now for Caleb Woods. There's some penetration, but Venter gets by it and gets close to another first down.
Yep, they brought in the fresh legs. Chandler, he got very good penetration, got into the backfield. But you're not going to arm tackle number 9.
No.
And he could just barely reach him.
At the 15-yard line.
Lightning struggling to find an answer to slow down the Freedom run game.
2 minutes left in the half.
This time he's hit at the line of scrimmage. I still think he might have enough for the first down. It's going to be close.
They're going to give him a gain of 1. And I believe a timeout by the Lightning. Can't
So
control
timeout called by the Lightning. We'll take a break and be right back.
Visit Helena Hollow Entertainment Farm and Pumpkin Patch in Helena, Alabama for a day well spent. With everything from zip lines and 100-foot slides to live llamas and kangaroos, Helena Hollow has some form of fun for everyone in the family. Helena Hollow is open throughout the year for seasonal events including The Patch, Supper with Santa, Princess Brunch, Mother's Day Rodeo, and offers 3 event venues for birthday parties and other celebrations. Come see Helena Hollow, where the good times grow.
.146 to play in the second quarter. Tie ball game, but Freedom is driving, and 3rd and short upcoming. Venter does it himself, gets through the hole into the second level, and down at the 5, it'll be 1st and goal for the Cowboys.
Touchdown saving tackle there by, I believe that was number 2, Hope, but he's.
Evangel calls a timeout. I thought they called the last one, but they said that was only the second Evangel charge timeout. So, so we need to get some more words from our sponsors in this half, so we'll take a break and be right back.
At Davis Orthopedics, we understand the toll that athletics can take on our bodies. Our sports medicine services utilize cutting-edge surgical techniques and rehabilitation to help patients recover from injuries and surgery and get back on the field. Appointments are available online at mattdavisortho.com. Matt Davis Orthopedics is a proud supporter of Evangel Lightning Athletics.
Out of the timeout, it's 1st and goal for the Cowboys. Lightning need a big play here to get a stop, hopefully drive them backwards, because number 9's got to be averaging about a 1st down every carry, as he's going to try the right side this time. Jack Nivens falls down, and he plows over Case and Venable. Sorry, that was Alex Martin into the end zone.
And Venture is just having a game right now.
Yeah, I would run him 40 times.
Right.
I mean, assuming he's healthy enough. I mean, he was out a lot of the season. He's only been back for a few games.
Yeah.
But he's a tough guy to stop.
Right, and he's not the fastest guy on the field. He's one of the fastest guys on the field, but he's also one of the most powerful and probably the most athletic. And he's just going to dominate all night.
Right side, and there's a penalty flag thrown. Looks like it might be a hold because it was thrown by the umpire. They are going to say it was a hold, so that's a good fortune for the Lightning right there.
Just heard somebody from the stands yell, "Do it again." I imagine number 9 will have the ball the next play.
Yeah, between the size advantage with the line and Venter's ability to run the ball, and then the Lightning having some less experienced defensive players out there, I would just keep running it.
Right.
This might be a fast game.
Yeah. And we saw early on he's not a great thrower, and they have not put the ball in his hands to throw it, but they also don't need to.
All right.
But if you do happen to shut down this run by a miracle from God, it's going to be a very different ball game.
Into the end zone, and it's incomplete.
Like we saw right there, inaccurate ball. Not a big window neither. Uncatchable ball.
Yeah, Coach Romano's going to have to start taking some chances on defense with some run blitzes. You know, whatever it takes to try to slow down that run game.
Yeah, he's got them up his sleeve, whether he calls I'm not going to say the names of them. That might not be right, but he's definitely got them up his sleeve, and it doesn't take long to implement them.
The missed two-point conversion could come up big later in the game if the Lightning can keep scoring on offense.
Yeah. Cowboys do get the ball back at the beginning of the second half.
That's right.
Remember, Evangel started with that long 95-yard scoring drive in which the Cowboys answered quickly. Davis back deep to return.
This is the third different deep man to return for the Lightning.
I like the call of putting him back there, though. He is a playmaker, for sure.
And now Cruz Romano drops back deep.
Probably to deter the squib that they like to do.
Low line drive kick again. It's going to be fielded by Romano. Cuts back to the middle, and he's dropped around the 23-yard line, so the Lightning will have about 88 seconds to go, 72 yards.
Yeah, if Romano would have just turned
77 yards.
Sorry, if Romano would have just turned the other way there, he would have had a lot more real estate. It's just when he picked up that ball, he was kind of in a scramble, and he picked the ball up, turned around, and was facing two defenders from the Cowboys there.
The out and up was open earlier. Let's see if they go back to it here as Hope and Davis split wide to the right. Eli is going to throw it, and it's Davis again in the flats. That play has been there all night.
Yeah, that's number 12, I believe, in coverage for the Cowboys, Briggs Brady. He's just a sophomore. They've assigned him with the task of covering number 3, Ben Davis. And now Venter checks in, replacing number 1, Jeremiah Butler, another young man. I wonder if they'll put him on number 3, Ben Davis.
That's exactly what they're doing, as he's going out to line up on the slot out there. I believe that is Davis. Eli rolls right again. This time he's going to run it. And he looks like he was looking for Davis out there, who Venter had covered.
Yeah, they just really ran the same play there again. But what they need to do, now that they have Brady on Hope, is target Hope now. I mean,
right.
As a defensive player, the more big plays you give up, the harder it is to stay in the game mentally, especially in coverage when you know you're slower than these receivers. It's all about angles and discipline.
Pro set. Eli rolls right for the third straight play, throws it back across the middle. Davis is open, and he's got it. It's a foot race. 20. Nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown, Lightning.
And what did they do there? They went right back, attacking poor number 12, Briggs Brady. And so for the Cowboys, it's been on the ground, and for the Lightning, it's been through the air, and now the Lightning has a chance to take the lead late in the first half.
Just hope we didn't give a score with too much time left on the clock.
Yeah, now they can't give up too many big runs, because you know Freedom's going to come out and try and run the ball to the side, try and get out of bounds. But really a beautiful throw there by Eli on the run to his right side. Hits Hope in stride and goes for a huge, huge play.
They stay in that pro set, man in motion. They run a little counter play, quarterback counter, and Eli is going to be stopped short of the goal line. So the score remains 20-all. And it looks like Venter is getting up from the pile. He might have been in on that tackle.
Again, we're all tied up. Cowboys 20, Lightning 20.
Another great following on the YouTube stream tonight. We appreciate everybody turning in. I know there's a lot of college football you could be watching.
Well, the only game that matters is over now, and it didn't go very well.
You sound like those Auburn homers that usually call the Evangel games.
I resemble that remark, Scott. I appreciate that.
Coach Smith probably likes y'all calling the games a lot more than Simon. Okay. Again, 1:08 to play. Lightning don't like to kick it deep on a 100-yard field. So the Cowboys are probably going to get some pretty good field position here as fair catch is called on that high kick from Nick Sanders. But that's really about the best you can do in 8-man football, unless you just get a really great. Well, I guess Freedom had a really nice kickoff coverage on their first kickoff, but short of that, that's one of the more successful kickoffs we've been able to have on a 100-yard field in this tournament.
Right. Freedom's been using them a lot more of those squibs, though, which are a lot harder to field, which is most likely why they put 2 returners back. They put Davis and Romano back there to kind of have 2 outfielders back there to pick up these ground balls that come bouncing through.
Venter and the Cowboys break the huddle. Tight end and H-back to the top, as well as a receiver on that side. Run a counter play back to the right, and Venter is hitting the backfield by Eli Black and Kaysen Venable.
Great job by the defense there, but number 3, I believe that was that was number 2, Trey Hope, got his bell rung on that one. He was slow getting up, but you're going to get your bell rung and you're going to have to get up. Concussion protocol doesn't happen until after the game.
Well, I don't know about all that. All
CTE
right.
is good for you. Just look at Rob Gronkowski.
Timeout, Evangel with 33 seconds to play. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching Lightning Football.
Window Windows 205 is a local residential home window replacement company. We replace your old windows with high-quality, American-made, energy-efficient vinyl windows that have easy open and easy clean features. Our windows are tinted, filled with low-E argon gas, and come with a lifetime warranty. Tad Samples is your owner, salesperson, and installer, so you only have to deal with one person. Please call today for your free estimate.
Holmes, Georgia,
okay, here we are. 33 seconds to go. Freedom got no gain on their first play of the drive.
They also chewed off half the clock. I'm not sure how aggressive they want to be here.
Yeah.
Probably just hope for a big run, which seems to be their bread and butter.
So let's see if Coach Romano dials up another run blitz here. Nope. Venter's going to throw it. He's going to try the out and up. He's hit in the backfield by Loudon and throws it out of bounds. I think that was Loudon that got a hand on him and affected the pass.
I actually think that was, maybe it was. Yeah, he came off the left end. That was Loudon. Or the right end. Either or.
So, Freedom taking their time. Of course, the clock stopped after the incomplete pass. There's 27 seconds to go.
Oh, yeah, they're going back to the run game. They ain't got no receivers out there. Well, they have number 1.
Venter around right end. Coming up to take on the block is Jackson Loudon, and he forces Venter out of bounds after a modest gain. Sorry, that was Cruz Romano that took on the block.
Cruz came down and really helped set the edge and force him out of bounds there. Clock does stop with 22 seconds, but 3rd and long, and you got about 60 yards left to go before pay dirt. Sorry, it is 4th down.
And the Cowboys will take a timeout here and think about it. I think we'll keep it here.
One thing I just want to point out right now, if Freedom goes to pass the ball, then no matter what happens after this play, if Freedom doesn't get the first down, the clock is going to stop, and Evangel's going to have somewhere around 15 seconds, I'd say. Freedom has not been able to stop the pass really all night except for one underthrown ball. Evangel could have a chance. If I'm Coach Smith, I'm taking a chance at the end zone. I know Eli doesn't have the strongest arm, but maybe a deep crossing route, somewhere where you've got one of your quicker receivers like Davis or Hope to get out there.
Yeah. Well, that was a great play design on that last touchdown to Ben Davis because they rolled right like 3 times in a row, or Eli did, and threw it in the flats or threw it to that right side. And then that last play, as you said, Davis ran a crossing route.
That was Hope last time. Like I said, because they switched, they brought Venture in to cover Davis.
Oh, Hope caught the touchdown.
Yeah, Hope did.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, because they brought in Venture to cover.
Right, to cover Davis.
Yeah.
Okay, Venture to pass again. Middle screen.
No.
And Eli Black brings him down for a short gain. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
16.3 seconds.
Oh, no, they give him the first down. I didn't think he got enough yardage for that, but apparently he did. So they hurry up now and get on the ball as the clock will start after they set the chains.
Very interesting.
What is the whistle for? Are they going to measure? Well, they do say first down. I think Coach Smith was questioning the spot and wanted a measurement.
That was a very interesting.
As they don't even get the chain set before the ball is snapped and spiked. 4 seconds ran off the clock, or almost 4 seconds. You know, that's something they do in high school is the white hat's supposed to set or start the clock when the chains are set, but a lot of times they start that clock before the chains get set. You know, and anyway, no comment on that, but to that time it worked to our advantage actually.
We're gonna have him roll right here.
Little inside handoff back to the backside, and 16 is in the open field. Nice open field tackle there by Trey Hope to save a touchdown. The clock will start again when they set the chains, and the Cowboys have got to hurry up if they're going to get another playoff. Okay, they call a timeout. Beautiful play design there from the Cowboys.
Yeah, they loaded up that right side. Ended up running the, I believe that was a handoff to the H-back. I wish they would have done that when I played.
That's right, you played a little H-back, didn't you? Maybe.
I did. They mainly used me for my blocking abilities.
It's better than having no abilities, right?
Right, yeah. I was really just a defensive guy. I just happened to play on offense every now and again.
Yeah, that's back when we had the luxury of playing, you know, most guys one way, and with the numbers what they are this year, the Lightning are playing a bunch of guys both ways, and with injuries and everything, it's really taken a toll. But these guys have got a lot of fight in them, and they are battling the Freedom Cowboys toe-to-toe here in the NHFA Finals. Venter to throw, looking at the end zone. Ball is knocked down, time expires, and we will go to halftime tied up, 20-all. So impressive half by the Lightning just to keep this thing close as the Freedom Cowboys really controlled the clock with a strong ground game. But some explosive plays from the Lightning in the run and the pass game have resulted in a tie here going into the break.
And the Cowboys are ecstatic to be in a tie ball game right now. Despite them dominating us earlier on in the season. Well, maybe.
So, yeah, so we're going to get to see a performance from the largest cheerleading squad in Alabama. So we're going to take a break here, actually, and while you're watching the cheerleaders perform, we will be trying to get our field camera working here for the second half. We'll be right back. Locally owned and operated by the Bates family, Clanton Tractor and Equipment has been a Kubota tractor dealer since 1988, located in Clanton on Highway 31 just south of historic downtown Clanton. Locally owned and operated by the Bates family, Clanton Tractor and Equipment has been a Kubota tractor dealer since 1988, located in Clanton on Highway 31 just south of historic downtown Clanton.
From minor bumps to unexpected injuries, Southern Immediate Care is here with expert care when it matters most. If you aren't feeling well, visit Southern Immediate Care in Helena from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week at 225 Helena Marketplace. When lightning strikes, call Craig Doris State Farm, your local neighborhood agent. With over 20 years of service, Craig and his team are ready to help you navigate life's storms. They provide customized planning and risk management to protect your property, provide financial relief in loss, and realize long-term investment goals. Contact them today at craigdoris.com. Are you wanting to buy or sell recreational land or a farm? Call William O'Neill with Base Camp Country Real Estate at 205-470-7812 or email william.o'neill@basecampcountry.com. Base Camp Country Real Estate. It's more than dirt, it's a lifestyle. Located in the 1022 Tower right next to Shelby Baptist Hospital, Dermatologists of Birmingham has been serving all ages in the Shelby, Chilton, and Bibb Counties area for almost 20 years. Discover healthier, more radiant skin with Dermatologists of Birmingham, your trusted experts for comprehensive medical, surgical, and cosmetic dermatology care in Alabama. Visit their website to book an appointment today. Visit Helena Hollow Entertainment Farm and Pumpkin Patch in Helena, Alabama for a day well spent. With everything from zip lines and 100-foot slides to live llamas and kangaroos, Helena Hollow has some form of fun for everyone in the family. Helena Hollow is open throughout the year for seasonal events including The Patch, Supper with Santa, Princess Brunch, Mother's Day Rodeo, and offers 3 event venues for birthday parties and other celebrations. Come see Helena Hollow, where the good times grow.
Veritas Financial Partners, your partner in financial clarity. With decades of experience, they offer one coordinated plan for your investments, tax-smart planning, business, and legacy. At Veritas, it all starts with a conversation and ends with a strategy tailored just for you. Veritas Financial Partners, your partner in financial clarity. Contact them at 205-598-1781.
With over 20 years of experience, Keystone Surfaces can make your natural stone dreams come true. They have accessible pricing, and the staff is always working to make sure their clients are 100% happy with the final product. They work with granite, marble, quartz, quartzite, onyx, and soapstone. If you're looking for exceptional quality for your next kitchen or bath project, give them a call today. Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Call Mandy Welch with Exit Realty Cahaba and trust the experience that counts. With over 17 years in this business, Mandy Welch with Exit Realty Cahaba has sold homes, flipped homes, and helped countless families and investors achieve their real estate dreams. Whether it's your first home, your forever home, or your next big investment, she's got you covered. Call Mandy Welch at Exit Realty Cahaba today because at Davis Orthopedics, we understand the toll that athletics can take on our bodies. Our sports medicine services utilize cutting-edge surgical techniques and rehabilitation to help patients recover from injuries and surgery and get back on the field. Appointments are available online at mattdavisortho.com. Matt Davis Orthopedics is a proud supporter of Evangel Lightning Athletics.
Getting the best competition.
Okay, less than a minute to go at halftime. Lightning are warming up in their end zone, as are the Cowboys, ready to come back out. So quite an exciting first half, Simon.
It has been, and there's going to be adjustments on both sides, or on both defenses. Now, offenses for both teams are moving very well right now. Obviously, both teams have had 1 turnover, 1 interception, and yeah, it's going to be some adjustments. Freedom needs to find a way to slow down the pass. They tried. They put in Venture there at the end, and he could only cover 1 guy at a time, really. And then Evangel has not found a way to stop the run. Number 9 again, Venture has just had his way.
That's right. So we'll see what kind of adjustments Coach Clay Romano was able to make with the Lightning defense. He's kind of not playing with a full deck, if you would say, with the injuries to Max Watson and
yeah, there's not a
David
lot of
Johnson.
Yeah, there's not a lot of substitutions he can make. It's got to be moving players around on the field.
Right. Yeah, the issue with David and Max being out, those were bigger guys. The guys we've subbed in for them to fill those shoes are smaller guys, and we already talked about how big this Freedom Cowboys offense is across the board. They run a lot of 2 tights and H-backs, and they just line up and run it down your throat. And when you've got smaller guys, you know, even if you've got a good scheme, you know, if you've got smaller guys, it's hard to stop.
Yeah. I think this game's going to come down to a 2-point conversion between how much both teams have been scoring so much. It's really going to be huge.
Well, I can just tell you, I am so proud of this team from that night in Huntsville when we went up there and just got smoked to where they've come to be in this game, you know, and really fighting hard up against an overmatched situation.
Yeah, and Thursday's game was the first game I've actually gotten to watch live since being back from OSA, Fort Benning, and that was a great game, but like you said, very impressive.
Nick Sanders teeing it up. He's going to kick it deep this time to the right side. Lightning got some time to get down there and cover it as it's bobbled, picked up finally, and short gain inside the 20. Nice job on kickoff coverage down there. I think that was Sawyer Welch.
No, that was a 20s number. No? That was 13. That was Case Venable.
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah, I think Sawyer Welch was in on that as well. I'll watch it on the delay here. But nevertheless, inside the 20, this is the worst starting field position of the night for the Cowboys.
Could just mean a longer drive. Yeah, Sawyer Welch, I had the joy of playing with, I had the pleasure of playing with Will Welch. He was one of my best friends throughout high school and middle school, and those Welch boys are some dogs. I'm excited to see what Sawyer will be in the future. He's not going to be a tall guy, but he's definitely a fighter. Scrappy little kid.
Indeed, it was Kaysen and Sawyer in on that kickoff coverage. As Venter gets the snap, a little pop pass to big number 18. He makes a nice move to cut it back in the middle and has a good gain on first down.
Yeah, the Lightning did a good job containing that that sweep. However, that cutback got him a few more yards, running into big number 99, Caleb Woods.
So 2nd and 4 upcoming. Pistol formation, handoff to 18 again, and he's hitting the backfield this time, going to be dropped for a loss. Nice job of gang tackling on the big guy. Lightning with their starters out there on defense, same ones that started the game, except Eli Black is in there for Zach Davis.
I was about to say they put Eli back in at the mic. That's really the only adjustment I can tell formation-wise. Still going with that 3-3 look.
Wind picking up a little bit here in Panama City Beach. And now it looks like the Cowboys are going to be calling a timeout. So early timeout called here in the second half. Let's see if that plays into the strategy later in the game. As 10:25 left on the clock, we'll be right back. You're watching Lightning Football.
Are you wanting to buy or sell recreational land or a farm? Call William O'Neill with Base Camp Country Real Estate at 205-470-7812 or email william.o'neill@basecampcountry.com. Base Camp Country Real Estate. It's more than dirt, it's a lifestyle.
And we're back out of the timeout. Freedom comes out with their familiar unbalanced formation. 18 looks like he's flanking Venter this time in the backfield. And Venter's going to take off and run. He's cut back, breaks out of a tackle, and gets ridden down finally by Ben Davis. Loudon had a chance at him, and somebody else did in the backfield.
Loudon's had a lot of plays where he's been in the backfield early, able to – he's there for the play. It's just he's a bit awkward with that height, and I know how it is to be tall. He's actually 6'3", and I'm 6'1", so he's got a couple inches on me. But he's a tall guy, and it's awkward trying to bring down a powerful man when you're tall and getting low and trying to make contact with the hips or the thighs.
That was actually Eli that missed the tackle in the backfield.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Loudon was locked up and did a pretty good job keeping his gap. As Venter right up the middle. Venter breaks free. Venter, there you see the speed as he cuts it back, and they're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
A big hole opened up that time.
I have got to see his stat line after this game.
Yeah, I think Black thought it was going to be a run to the outside because he kind of left the middle of the field there.
Yeah, they showed a little bit of eye candy they faked the toss sweep, kind of a crack toss concept there. And it just, those pulling guards, everybody went wide and left a wide open gap, and the only two players who really had a chance of making that tackle were Trey Hope and Ben Davis, our cornerbacks.
Venter fakes the handoff. He's hit immediately, and the two-point conversion will be no good.
I believe that was Wyatt Chandler in the backfield making that play. So they subbed in Wyatt for Woods, which makes sense after a run like that.
Lightning 20.
Going to run it back and see if I can see what happened on that touchdown again. Woods gets sealed off, and the tackle or the guard on the backside comes out to block Eli, and he kind of runs around him, and that left the hole wide open. So 26-20, at least the Lightning stopped the Cowboys on the two-point conversion. Let's see if the Lightning can answer here. Ben Davis is back deep to receive again.
For the Lightning.
As well as Trey Hope.
Trey Hope is also back there.
For the Cowboys.
I believe they're tired of watching Cruz fumble around with that ball. It's okay, Cruz. We still love you. And now they go to that split back. Or two returner look.
Knuckling line drive again, and Davis spins around, picks it up, and he gets hit inside the 20. Good open field tackle by number 12 for the Cowboys.
Yeah, he didn't get any help there from Trey Hope. Trey Hope just kind of, as soon as Davis got possession of that ball and started running, Hope just Said, all right. You do you, man. I believe Trey's a little bit tired of getting hit tonight. Still got 2 quarters of football left to play. And Sawyer Welch is out wide.
Davis is in the backfield with Black. Hope in motion, fake the handoff to him. Big hole on the left side for Black. He makes the man miss and gets out almost the 35.
Yeah, there was, I mean, you could have drove a Mack truck through that hole. That misdirection, Freedom bit hard.
And that's a Lightning first down.
Brought down by number 20. That was Sterling Hershey. I like saying that last name, Hershey. And now Jack Nivens is at receiver.
Yeah, he looks a little unsure where he's supposed to line up. Pro set, Nivens in motion, handoff to Isaac Griffith, and he gets hit immediately, dropped for a loss. They're going to give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play, 2nd down.
Yeah, if you're a Freedom linebacker right now, you're reading off wherever number 53 Nivens is going. If he's on the field, they're most likely going to be following him with the ball. That time they try to run a little fake sweep, inside zone concept. And Griffith checks out.
Second and 10, Freedom Cowboys fans making some noise as the Lightning come out with trips to the top of the formation. Empty backfield for Eli Black. Sawyer Welch in motion. Up the middle. Black finds a crease, and he gets out around the 40, just across the 40-yard line.
He didn't think he was down on that one, but good job by, I want to point out, number 77, Eli McDonald, blocking downfield, not giving up on that play.
That brings up a 3rd and 4.
This is going to be 3rd and 4, a big 3rd down right here as the Lightning need to move the chains and keep this drive going, keep that Freedom offense and number 9 off the field. Eli rolling right, throws it to Ben Davis in the flat again. 1st down, Lightning.
Number 3, Davis.
Davis got hit hard in the leg on that one.
He did. He trots back to the huddle, but he's in some pain.
I think that's more of an angry pain right there.
Yeah, it looked like he got hit on that leg as soon as he planted.
Yeah, that's going to be bruised. Oh, they're going to give him a break. Davis has been lethal on that flat/out route all night. They just cannot find a way to stop it.
Go back to the pro set. Nivens in motion. Hand it to Griffith on a little counter play. He spins out of a tackle. Nice gain as it looked like there was nothing there. But he makes about 4 or 5 yards out of it.
Yeah, they had him held up there behind the line. He was about to get clobbered before he hit that quick little spin and falls forward for a gain of about 4. Still letting Davis breathe.
Fakes the handoff to Griffith this time. Black distracted in the backfield, but manages to get out close to the 1st down marker. It's going to bring up 3rd and short.
44-yard line, that's 3rd and 1.
The Lightning has done a good job of chewing some clock here.
Right.
the most they can do right now is wear out number 9 and keep the ball out of his hands. Jalen Venter.
Third and 1.
I like this look right here.
And it's a sneak. Eli looked like he was going to hand it off and then just took off up the middle. And that's an impressive first down run by number 9.
Yeah, that's something you see out of like an Army or a Navy game right there. He faked the fullback dive. So he took 1 step back and 10 steps forward for the first down. It's one of those plays that Hagan draws up at halftime, Coach Hagan. Although I've been informed he's not the shot caller anymore.
All right, this is an odd look here as Davis and Hope are in the backfield. Now Hope goes in motion. They fake the handoff to him, throw it down the middle to Cruz Romano, and he catches it. Couple of men to beat. He scoots into the end zone for a touchdown.
Beautiful play call there. Great throw by Eli. He is a linebacker with a really good arm right there. Great block downfield by Sawyer Welch. And they are fired up over that one. Chance here to take the lead with 3:49 left in the third quarter.
Should mention how Eli got that off under some heavy pressure right up the middle.
Floated that one right over the top of him. Great touch on the ball.
Trips to the top, tight end to the bottom. Eli alone in the backfield. Sawyer Welch in motion. Rolling right, looking for Davis in the flat. Instead, he's going to try to run it, and he throws it at the last second.
I think
they're going to say he was across the line. Was that a fumble?
I don't know.
I think he was trying to stretch it out across the line, and it flew up in the air.
Whatever that was, he got across the plane before releasing the ball, but the Lightning take their first lead of the night.
It almost,
since the first quarter, or their first lead since the first quarter.
Yeah, that might be. No, we led 14-6. Yep, in the first quarter. So yeah, that ball got across the goal line right before it flew up in the air. That was an odd-looking play. So Lightning with a 28-26 lead. What a game. Keep watching this back on the delay. Yeah, he was hit as he crossed the goal line, and kind of his arm that was holding the ball just kind of went up in the air and the ball came out. It just looked like an underhand toss.
Well, either way, I believe Ben Davis caught it in the end zone.
Yeah. As the ball blows off the tee, there is a pretty good breeze blowing here at Mike Gavlak Stadium. We're on the campus of Arnold High School in Panama City Beach. Division I NHFA championship. Good guys have the lead for now. Nice high kick, angling to the right side. It drops and is picked up. Lightning are down there. Can they get him corralled? Nice run back. The guy is still going and finally knocked out of bounds just short of the 40-yard line. 16's a rumbling, stumbling guy.
Yeah, he's their kick returner and their defensive end. I'm sure he's hard to bring down. And the guys down there trying to bring him down, I believe the first two to make contact were Grayson Venable and Sawyer Welch. So not to
yeah, they're definitely a size disadvantage.
I believe that's Coach Clay down there making some last-second adjustments for his defense.
You know, we hadn't talked a lot about Grayson Venable, stepping in tonight for Max Watson, and He's played some really good ball, definitely undersized for a linebacker, but he's a little firecracker out there.
Right, and he's not scared to get hit.
As Venter is stopped for a short gain. I believe that was
whoever he is, he's still down.
That Whitbourne, yes.
Right. Yeah, as we near the end of the third quarter here, I'm wondering who's going to make a stop, whether it's on a two-point conversion or on defense just in general. I think whoever can make a stop, force a turnover, something like that, might be the winner in your game tonight.
Unbalanced formation again. Freedom likes this formation. They usually run out of this, or they usually run anyway, as Eli Black stands up, big 18 in the hole, and he's stopped for no gain. That was just good on good right there, and Eli won that battle.
Yeah, and I'm surprised he did. He caught him kind of standing straight up, but I guess his momentum helped him out. And 18's down. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, let me see if I can see what happened to him there. Eli just doesn't get blocked, and
that's his second time. Well, I don't know if he went down the first time, but it's his second time showing some pain.
That's right. He was hurt earlier in the game and came back in.
Yeah, earlier he was limping, some sort of leg injury, but now he's just seems almost as if he has he got his bell rung or something. Oh yeah.
That is what happened. I'm watching it back on the delay, and he was shaking his head after getting hit on that tackle. I think this might be a concussion situation. I hate to see that.
Yeah.
But while they're attending to him, we'll take a quick break and be right back. You're watching Lightning Football.
Located in the 1022 Tower right next to Shelby Baptist Hospital, Dermatologists of Birmingham has been serving all ages in the Shelby, Chilton, and Bibb counties area for almost 20 years. Discover healthier, more radiant skin with Dermatologists of Birmingham, your trusted experts for comprehensive medical, surgical, and cosmetic dermatology care in Alabama. Visit their website to book an appointment today.
Veritas Financial Partners, your partner in financial clarity. With decades of experience, they offer one coordinated plan for your investments, tax-smart planning, business, and legacy. At Veritas, it all starts with a conversation and ends with a strategy tailored just for you. Veritas Financial Partners, your partner in financial clarity. Contact them at 205-598-1781.
With over 20 years of experience, Keystone Surfaces can make your natural stone dreams come true. They have accessible pricing, and the staff is always working to make sure their clients are 100% happy with the final product. They work with granite, marble, quartz, quartzite, onyx, and soapstone. If you're looking for exceptional quality for your next kitchen or bath project, give them a call today. Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Call Mandy Welch with Exit Realty Cahaba and trust the experience that counts. With over 17 years in this business, Mandy Welch with Exit Realty Cahaba has sold homes, flipped homes, and helped countless families and investors achieve their real estate dreams. Whether it's your first home, your forever home, or your next big investment, she's got you covered. Call Mandy Welch at Exit Realty Cahaba today, because your next move deserves to be the right move.
Elijah Brown is helped off to the sidelines. That's probably, it looks like it's a head injury, the way he was acting after getting hit hard on that last tackle by Eli Black. Hope that young man is okay. 2:42 to go. Third and long upcoming for Freedom.
Ball's at the 40-yard line, third and 9.
And Venter is back there like Michael Myers in the backfield all alone. He's got that kind of stance.
Little reverse play, and it's blown up in the backfield. Ball's on the ground, and the Lightning have it.
Covered by the Lightning.
And that play was just blown up in the backfield. Tried to go with a misdirection there, I believe. A little.
That's right.
Had the quarterback, Venter, sweeping out, trying to hand the ball off underneath, and there was just blown up. And that's what I was talking about earlier. Big plays like that, you've got to have something. Stop it. It's like an Uno reverse card. You know, it really messes up the whole game for the other guy.
Let's see who got back there and blew that up. It was Whitbourne. Whitbourne causing havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, he found a way to use his speed and not having the size advantage, but able to use that speed.
As Eli fumbles the snap, gathers it in, but it's going to be dropped for a huge loss. The timing on that play was disrupted by the high snap.
Yeah, and this whole tournament, I obviously haven't been watching the whole season. I've been busy with other things, but that's James Wolfe at center, I believe, and he's been doing a very good job, in my opinion, at snapping the ball.
Yeah.
Some would say better than Henry Rhodes. I don't know. One thing you can, if you didn't know this about Henry, is last year Kemp Swords had to take a step to the left because every single time Henry would snap the ball, it would be right on target, but just to the left.
You can say that because that's your buddy.
Yeah, I know Henry. Love the Rhodes family.
All right, pro set. Davis in motion. Eli looking for.
Coach Smith coaching up his quarterback.
I don't know why it stopped. Oh, it's back now. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. I don't know what happened. We didn't do anything different. Thank you, YouTube. Oh, little confusion in the backfield. Black just takes off and runs it and gets what he can, and it's going to be about a 7 or 8 yard gain on first down. Lightning are inside the 10.
Clock is ticking. Correct me if I'm wrong here. It's a 40-second play clock.
I think it's 25, but they shouldn't after the white hat.
That's going to do it for your third quarter.
Yep. Lightning don't have to run another play. So, an improbable lead for the Lightning going into the fourth quarter as the favorites, Freedom Cowboys, are trying to stop the Lightning on this drive and need to stay in this ball game. So as the whistle sounds the end of the fourth quarter, we'll take a break and be right back. You're watching, the end of the third quarter. We'll be right back. You're watching Lightning football.
At Davis Orthopedics, we understand the toll that athletics can take on our bodies. Our sports medicine services utilize cutting-edge surgical techniques and rehabilitation to help patients recover from injuries and surgery and get back on the field. Appointments are available online at mattdavisortho.com. Matt Davis Orthopedics is a proud supporter of Evangel Lightning Athletics. Window Windows 205 is a local residential home window replacement company. We replace your old windows with high-quality, American-made, energy-efficient vinyl windows that have easy open and easy clean features. Our windows are tinted, filled with low-E argon gas, and come with a lifetime warranty. Tad Samples is your owner, salesperson, and installer, so you only have to deal with one person. Please call today for your free estimate.
There's some schools that just
1 quarter to play. Lightning with almost the slimmest of margins as they run out onto the field for this 2nd and 2 upcoming play. I formation, quarterback sneak. Black lunges almost to the end zone. 1st and goal, Lightning.
And that's not the first time Evangel has taken a chunk out of this Cowboys defense on what seems to be a QB sneak. Usually QB sneak is to pick up 1 or 2 yards. He's been picking up probably 8 or 9 yards per carry on those little QB blasts.
Yeah, good job by James Wolfe and those guards, Eli Black and Wyatt Chandler, making some seams for Eli to run through.
Yeah, that's one thing Evangel has always had is a good O-line. We have great coaches. James Wolf, obviously Coach Tim Smith is Coach
Brian Wolf.
Or Brian Wolf, yeah.
His dad.
Yeah.
All right, same formation. First and goal from the 1. Eli Black into the end zone. Touchdown.
Lightning will line up for a 2-point conversion.
We're all good on our side. I don't know what's going on.
Do we need to go into radio mode? Oh, we had him.
2-point conversion throw to Cruz Romano into the end zone. Look at that. Cruz Romano with the moves as two guys just collided, and I think they're down for the Cowboys.
Was it 3 of them, or is one of them just pouting about giving up a play?
No, they're hurt. They're actually 3 guys down.
Yeah, I was about to say. Ooh.
Eli Black making something happen, dumped it off to Cruz Romano. I don't think that's what they had called, but it was effective.
No, that's a heads-up play there by Romano.
And that 2-point conversion was huge because now the Lightning have a 2-score advantage, biggest lead of the night. And I apologize for the folks watching. We got a good crowd, or we had a good crowd. Maybe everybody's turning off their YouTube and turning it back on, but we have a really good crowd on YouTube watching. Our equipment all seems to be good on our side. I don't know why the YouTube stream keeps freezing. You want to mention the sponsors, Matt?
Yeah, so our 4th period sponsors for this championship game is Window Wonders 205 and Healthy Harvey's.
Window Wonders 205 is another Tad Samples. He doesn't have any affiliation with Evangel other than he loves to sponsor an athlete or two during the year. So we appreciate him and all of our sponsors for stepping up.
And if you're wondering why the ball is on Freedom's 45 right now, there was a unsportsmanlike conduct after the touchdown. Like I said earlier, a lot of emotion in this game.
Definitely.
A rivalry and a championship. This is like Alabama and LSU right here.
Squib kick. Nicely done by number 2 to corral that, but the Cowboys don't have great field position around their 26-yard line.
Yeah, they got a long way to go to cut this lead down to 1 score.
Well, number 9 can take it to the house from anywhere, so.
Right, 75 yards or 74 yards. That's a 1 play easy for him. It's up to this
Eli
defense.
Black, Kaysen Venable in at linebackers, Cruz Romano.
And how about the game Cruz is having a touchdown and just then a 2-point conversion?
Yep.
Maybe not as big on the defensive side of the ball, but
next
definitely
man up.
Right.
2 wide this time for the Freedom Cowboys as Venter scoots upfield for about 6 or 7 yards on first down.
Yeah, that was a good job. That was Case and Venable making the tackle and Hope bringing in the help. Good job there by Trey to break down and bring a little bit of extra contact because no telling with the way Venter runs, you know, one man won't always bring him down.
That's right. They bring the 2 receivers to the near side this time. Little counter play. Venter hitting the backfield, gets out of it. Lunges forward for a first down as he's tackled by Kaysen Venable. Kaysen Venable having a whale of a game.
Right. And that was Eli Black flying up in the backfield. He needed to drop a gear there real quick to catch. Venter was able to just sprint right by him. Now Freedom needs to score here with a bit of a sense of urgency. If they score, they need to do it quickly.
Blitzing are the linebackers this time, and they hit him at the line of scrimmage for no gain. That was
Eli Black and Jack Loudon on the tackle there. And Eli is fired up. You would not know he is dealing with health issues right now unless he told you.
The adrenaline is flowing, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure. This is most most definitely the biggest game of his career at Evangel, other than maybe the Banks game last year.
All right, they flip the unbalance to the wide side of the field this time. Venter over the right side, hit for no gain. It's going to be 3rd and long. The Lightning defense is stepping up, and Venter is slow to get up.
Nowhere to go for him, and he's ran the ball a lot tonight. Oh, no.
Sorry, that's not Venter that was slow to get up. That's one of the linemen, number 13.
Scott Hudson, believe it or not. Name's Scott. And he's going to come out.
Yep.
Sub in for number 10, William McDonald, the senior.
So 3rd and 9. Lightning with a chance to get a huge stop here, although I believe Freedom might make this 4-down territory based on the score and the amount of time left in the game.
They have not shied away from it all night, though they've been very good at 3rd-down conversions.
Venter fakes the handoff, looking to pass on the out and up, or stop and go rather, and way over the head of the defender as there's a penalty flag thrown. Oh my goodness. Are they going to get Ben Davis for a hold there?
Perchance.
Oh my goodness. No, there's no way. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is the absolute worst.
He threw that flag very late, too. That was weird.
I guess you're not supposed to touch him.
All right, this is basketball.
All right, defense got to step up again. 1st and 10 inside Lightning territory now. Venter around right in. Now he's going to throw it. Man out there, and it's knocked away by Ben Davis.
And Ben Davis got his get back on that one.
And no flag.
He's playing COVID defense right now. Can't get within 6 feet, but he's still batting that ball down.
I'm going to go ahead and apologize to Bill Snuggs because I know I might get a call from him for criticizing the officials on that last pass interference call, but that was probably the worst one I've ever seen.
Right. And Evangel's sideline is fired up right now.
2nd and 10. Counter to the left side, hitting the backfield again. Eli Black.
Oh, and he was hit in the back by Trey Hope. And Trey Hope is all of a sudden being very aggressive on defense, I will say. He has stepped in, but man, that looked like it hurt. As Venter had momentum going down in one direction, Hope came and hit him in the back with his shoulder, and that just cannot feel good. Whew.
3rd and 10. Let's see if Venter can do some magic here. He's going to throw it again. Little circle route on the outside. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there, but that was overthrown, and now it's 4th and 10.
Yeah, he got hit as he threw there. Who was that made the hit? That was Whitbourne. So Whitbourne's making his presence felt right now. And a timeout.
So timeout's called here. I believe Freedom called it, but look at the Evangel sideline over there. My goodness, they are fired up. 7:08 to go. We'll take a break. NHFA Division I Championship. We'll be right back.
Veritas Financial Partners, your partner in financial clarity. With decades of experience, they offer one coordinated plan for your investments, tax-smart planning, business, and legacy. At Veritas, it all starts with a conversation and ends with a strategy tailored just for you. Veritas Financial Partners, your partner in financial clarity. Contact them at 205-598-1781.
Locally owned and operated by the Bates family, Clanton Tractor and Equipment has been a Kubota tractor dealer since 1988. Located in Clanton on Highway 31, just south of historic downtown Clanton.
(36-26).
7:08 left.
Lightning with a 2-score lead. 4th and 10. Huge opportunity for the Lightning to get a stop, get the ball back, and potentially put this game on ice. Venter to throw across the middle, and it's intercepted by Trey Hope down the sideline. One man to beat. Blocker out there. He gets knocked out of bounds around the 4.
That ball was batted up, tipped around, and Hope, with the eye discipline, able to haul it in.
Cruz Romano tipped it to Trey Hope. And on that drive, yeah, Freedom kind of got out of their modus operandi there and went to the passing game, but at the same time, we were doing a lot better job against the run, so maybe they thought they needed to, but.
And Big Woods is checking in on the offense right now.
Oh, this is the piggy formation.
Goodness gracious.
A lively Freedom crowd over here on the home side. They are still making a lot of noise as the Lightning line up with an unbalanced formation. 2 men in the backfield, hand off to Griffith. He's hit immediately and will not get the 2-point conversion. I'm sorry, will not get the touchdown.
Yeah, I forgot they didn't score on that either.
I was thinking they scored on that interception, but Trey Hope was stopped around the 4, so 1-yard loss back to the 5, and it's still 2nd and goal for the Lightning.
Yeah, and going back to what you said earlier, I'm not sure why Freedom quit running the ball. I mean, obviously there's a bit of a time problem here, but they were having no trouble getting the ball out on the edge and running out of bounds, picking up first downs, which stopped the clock.
Well, it's a
high pressure situation.
I think it has to do with our defense stepping it up in the run game and not giving them much of an option.
Yeah, that was it a 3rd and long when he threw the interception, or 4th and long?
Fourth and long, yep.
All right.
Davis in motion. Bent Black into the end zone, touchdown. Holy cow.
What a turnaround in this second half.
Tied 20-all at halftime. The Lightning have gone on a 22-6 run here in the second half, pending the 2-point conversion. My goodness.
It's getting rowdy over here on this Freedom sideline.
And we started the stream late because of the delay in with the other game finishing late and the awards and everything, and I'll talk about the rest in a minute. 2-point conversion to make it an 18-point lead. Black again. Black into the end zone again. 2-point conversion is good.
For the 2-point conversion.
Less than 6 minutes to play. The Lightning have an 18-point lead. But what I was going to say is we would have had a coaches show. We went over there to Laguna Beach Christian Retreat this morning where the team is staying, and every year we have a coaches show for this last game on Saturday, or usually it's on Monday. This year it's on Saturday. And we didn't have one today because the coaches were busy trying to figure out personnel if Eli couldn't go, and because the trickle effect of him being out and all the different formations that the Lightning run on both offense and defense, and so they were busy trying to figure out who was going to play where. And of course, thankfully Eli's been able to go. I'm sure he's going to be just past exhaustion by the end of the game, but just a great job by this coaching staff to get these guys ready. critical injuries to Max Watson and David Johnson that really put us in a bind on defense and on offense.
Deep kick.
Deep kick this time, and it's out of bounds, so Freedom will start at their own 35. But you just can't talk enough about, one, the coaching job to get these guys ready to play this game against a bigger, really physical Freedom team that's, won the SEC conference.
Dominated Evangel during the regular season.
And just to give you some perspective, the team that we played in the semifinal, Freedom played them in their conference semifinal and beat them by over 30 points.
Oh, wow.
And we had the overtime win against that team Thursday night. And now the Lightning are less than 6 minutes away from pulling out an improbable upset of the Freedom Cowboys. Fakes the pitch, does Venter, and he spins through tackles and gets a first down out close to midfield.
Good flop job there by Cruz Romano there.
Ball placed at the 48-yard line, and that's a first down for the Cowboys.
Keep running it. Keep running it and eating that clock. They will run a counter play, and Venter will be stopped for a short gain. Well, he fought for a couple more. They'll give him 4, I think. But the clock continues to run. It's going to be 3rd and about 6, maybe 7.
It's all game. Yeah, Freedom, they need to strike quick here. They're in a 3-score deficit. And Evangel's defense needs to keep playing defense. That's hard to do in a game like this when you're up 3 scores late, but you never can tell with a team like Freedom who's got as many players as they do. You never know.
Venter to throw, and it's intercepted by Ben Davis.
And there's a flag.
Is that a flag?
That is, in fact, a flag. Well, no, is that a beanbag or a flag?
I think that's the beanbag for the turnover.
Okay.
Wow. You had me scared there, Simon.
Why do you have a yellow beanbag? That just seems illogical.
I thought it was orange.
Or orange, well.
Well, regardless, it's a turnover. There is no flag, and the Lightning are going to take over with 4:35 to play and an 18-point lead on these Freedom Cowboys that beat us 38-8 at their house back in September.
Yeah, I want to piggyback off what you said. It's all in the coaching, and these Evangel coaches have all been in this situation so many times here in Panama playing for a big title like this, especially Coach Smith. He's been here 5 or 6 times. I can't really remember.
All right, who wants to do the post-game interview down on the field with Coach?
I'll do it. If I need to. Oh, yeah, you can. I don't care.
Eli Black in the shotgun.
It's up to you.
Davis in motion. Black's just going to run it. Stay in bounds, young man. Good job. Slides down after about a 6 or 7 yard gain on first down.
It's all game.
Brought down by Harden. At the 42.
What did I just hear? I'm hearing some rather strange things coming from these bleachers over here.
Second and short upcoming. And the clock continues to run under 4 minutes now. Jalen Venter checks in on defense.
Power eye look.
Quarterback sneak. Eli's got the first down.
Off the left side.
And that might do it. Well, it might have already been done, but each first down just puts it farther and farther out of reach for the Cowboys.
Yeah, and Freedom spent a lot of their timeouts early here. It's been such a different game in the second half than what it was. I expected it to be much closer for one thing, but Freedom's coaching just seems like they really didn't make any adjustments at the half. Meanwhile, Evangel came out with a firecracker. I can't say that. They came out very aggressive on defense and shut down that run game.
Open Nivens to the top of the formation. Nivens in motion. Bobbled snap by Eli Black. It's on the ground. He gets it. Oh, my goodness. That's what you don't want to have happen.
It's essentially just a really, really deep knee. We can't really retake a knees right now.
That's a loss of 8 yards.
Just trying to see if there's anything bad with the snap there. No? Well, no, I don't think so. I mean, it was hit him in the hands.
He's a quarterback. He's a linebacker. Maybe not the best hands.
All right, second and very long now.
I don't know if they're just not running the play clock right now or what. Oh, they got it on the ref. They're not doing it.
Davis in motion. Whistle is blown.
They call that delay.
Yeah, it's thrown by the back judge, so delay of game.
Yeah, it's
that
kind of
stops the clock with 2:05. Sorry, Simon.
Kind of hard for Eli to track the play clock when the line judge behind him is the one keeping track.
Yep.
It'd be nice if they had that clock down by the scoreboard running like they did for the semifinals.
Davis in motion, pop pass to him. Tries to get the edge. He does. Stiff arms a man who does wrestle him down, though. Good job by that young man to hold on. I think that was number 20 with the tackle.
Sterling Hershey.
Hershey with the sweet tackle. Nobody else like that? Okay, thank you, Matt.
Oh, my goodness. We're still yelling about the refs.
That brings up a third down.
I think Freedom is wanting the clock to stop, but he was tackled in bounds, so there's no reason for it to.
Yeah, it's hard to see that sideline from over here. It's very faded.
Pro set. Griffith in the backfield with Black. Hope in motion, another high snap, but he gets the pop pass cleanly and gets to the edge and has another first down for the Lightning.
And that's
unfortunately, he went out of bounds, but at least we got the first down.
3 knees, and it's over with.
That's right. Freedom can stop the clock one more time, I believe. Is that right, Matt? Yeah. So one timeout left for the Cowboys. But the Lightning are a minute 10 away from their 7th NHFA championship down here in Panama City. And Eli Black does take a knee. So that'll start the clock, and let's see if the Cowboys try to stop it here. Down by 3 scores. There's really not any point, I don't think.
Oh.
And the live stream is frozen again. My goodness, come on.
Why'd the clock stop?
Oh, there it goes.
What the heck?
Hot. So timeout was called with 51.3 seconds. Was that called by Freedom?
It was.
Okay, so that's their last timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, each year.
So stay tuned after the game. We will have the post-game award ceremony for you. Lightning will be awarded the championship trophy. They will also select the all-conference team and most valuable player, I believe.
We'll be announcing those all-stars.
Thank you, Jamie-JY7PH. Victory formation for the Lightning. Trey Hope takes the snap, gets the knee. And thank you, Matt. All the seniors are on the field for the victory formation. You've got Alex Martin, Nick Sanders.
Whitborn, Eli McDonald.
Yep.
Who's snapping the ball?
Caleb Woods is out there. Well, James. They're not going to mess with that.
Yeah. I think they only have but 7 seniors
James
anyways.
Yeah, that's right. There's only 7 seniors on this team. Another thing we didn't mention, and the Cowboys are just devastated. Great season for them, but they come up short again in the championship to the Lightning. And I didn't mention before now, I believe Freedom won the tournament down here last year. We didn't come. Yeah, Freedom won the tournament down here last year. We didn't come. Just took a break and didn't come last year. And so Freedom was the defending champions for this tournament. But they come up short in the repeat effort.
And as these young men gather at the center of the field to congratulate.
Terrific effort from this Cowboys team.
Looks like they got Coach Smith with the water bucket there.
To the All-Star.
As he and Coach Collins are embracing down there around midfield. Coach Kyle Collins and Coach Smith go back a long way.
The All-Stars for
both big Auburn fans, as are Matt and Wesley. And Coach Smith wins the second matchup this year.
Isaac McDonald.
So we thank everyone for watching. Again, stick around. We've got the award ceremony coming up. But the Lightning do it again. 7th in a row. In fact, I think I might have mentioned this on the broadcast Thursday. The Lightning have never lost in Panama City. So the streak continues.
Congratulations to those gentlemen for their all-star recognition.
Wow. So are you going down? Okay. So Wesley Holmes is going to go down. Give me a mic check real quick, Wesley.
Mic check 1, mic check 1, mic check 1, 2.
You're not hot. Hang on a second.
Mic check 1, mic check 2, mic check 1, 2. It's on.
Yeah. It's down there. Did it get turned off? Maybe it's not on. Okay.
We just lost connection on this monitor.
Check 1, mic check 1, mic check 1, 2. Check
good?
1, 2.
Okay.
We got it.
All right. So Wesley's going to go down and try to get a word with Coach Smith here. So, yeah. So the coaches are having a word with the players. This is something we need to try to get these. So the coaches are having a word down there with the players, and this is one thing we need to try to get in the future somehow, is get these cool moments on video and audio. I remember my first trip down here to Panama City. I think it was 2019. 19. Thank you. I always can't remember if it's 18 or 19. 18 was the year they went to Gatlinburg and for the NACA, or it had a different acronym, but
they've changed
anyway.
it since.
And it was supposed to be played in Panama City that year, but there was a storm that came through, so they went to Gatlinburg, and I think they all about froze up there. But they won that one, and then they won every year in Panama City except for last year when we didn't come.
So that's 18, 19, 20. So that's 7. Tonight makes it 7.
Yep. So just an impressive run by the Lightning, especially this season. I think I've mentioned it before on the broadcast how this season has been quite a miraculous turnaround from where we started. Of course, we only had 7 seniors to begin the season, the smallest number of seniors that we've had in quite a while. But only 20-something players on the rosters. We usually have in the mid-30s or close to 40 players on the roster, which is big for an 8-man team.
Yeah.
But the coaches just continued to pour into them and some of that was having to do with some key players that joined the team just this year, like Whitbourne and Trey Hope, who
Ben
were
Davis.
Good athletes.
Or ain't no Ben played last year.
Yeah, who were good athletes, but they hadn't played any football, and just took a while for them to get that football mentality and knowledge of the game. And as I said, the coaches just kept pouring into them and working with them, and other guys stepped up like Cruz Romano and guys that were playing JV last year, Isaac Griffith. And so it's really a pretty young team. There's the future's still bright. And Coach Smith and Coach Romano, Andrew Welch, Brian Wolf, Hagen Joyner, Marty Black, who's the JV head coach but helps out, Big Dexter, all those guys. Who am I leaving out? I think I got everybody, but just a
Coach Wolf?
Terrific, yeah, Brian Wolf, yeah, I said him. Just a terrific job of working with these guys and them being coachable. They can do all they can from the coaching perspective, but if they're not coachable, it doesn't matter. And these guys were coachable, and it looked really bleak at the beginning of the year. All right, Wesley Holmes is down there with Tim Smith. I'm going to give him the thumbs up, and we're going to hear what Coach has to say.
First of all, Coach, just want to say congratulations. What a great season. And obviously you all started 1-3. Did you ever expect to be back here in Panama winning the championship?
Well, I can't lie. When we was 1-3, we didn't know which way the boat was going to go. And the kids bought into what we was talking about and got back down here and just kept fighting. Just proud of them. It's been a tough season. Some injuries. Got 2 kids didn't get to play tonight. Most people don't know, but Eli's been sick all day in the bed. We didn't even know if he was going to play the 5 minutes before the ball game. Kid missed the first defensive series and never come off the field after that.
Does it make it any more special, obviously, the season starting, that hard loss to Freedom? Does it make it more sweet to beat them here in the last game?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Anytime you can win the last one, it means more.
Yes, sir. All right, well, congratulations. Y'all have had a great season. Hope to see you again here next year. Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all. Strike line.
Strike lightning.
Great job, Wesley Holmes. Appreciate you as he has a moment down there with his younger brother, one of the twins. Which one is that, Matt?
Don't ask me.
Good. I don't feel so bad that I don't know. All right. So let's hang around here, and looks like Spencer Thompson is going to have Spencer Thompson with 8-Man Extreme is going to be doing the award ceremony down there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2025 NHFA National Championship postgame show. We do have some hardware to hand out, but before we get to that, last year in December, we lost the creator of the NHFA, NHSA, Hank St. Dennis. He was able to watch last year's tournament and from afar, and he's, of course, succeeded by Mike St. Dennis. So first and foremost, we have to give a round of applause to Mike St. Dennis, the NHFA, all the hardworking men and women that have pulled off the biggest 8-man football tournament in the program history with 12 teams and 1 game still going on at Publix Park right now. So congratulations, and you continue a great legacy with your father. We know he loved the 8-man football scene and this tournament. So. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, this was an incredible game, an incredible incredible competition, and we want to give the utmost respect and congratulations to the runner-up for this year's national championship for high school 8-man football, the Freedom Cowboys. Congratulations again. And now, your most valuable player for this year's national championship, one of the greatest stars for the Evangel Lightning, Eli Black.
Eli Black awarded the most valuable player trophy. No doubt there.
And now, for the 8th time in the last 9 seasons, no dynasty better in high school 8-man football. Your national champions for 2025, the Evangel Christian School Lightning.
And they run the trophy over to their sideline to celebrate with the fans who made the trip down from Alabaster and all over Shelby County. The trophy is coming back to Alabaster. Have to make some more room in the trophy case.
You know, last year you guys were not in the tournament by choice, and you even mentioned at ACSC Media Day earlier this season that it was a down year. This is 2 years in a row that you've graduated 17 seniors, but it doesn't seem like a down year for the Lightning. Did it seem like that as the season went on?
Well, as the season went on, they got better, they got older. This year we got 7 seniors, we started a lot of sophomores and juniors. And number 9, just a junior, he'll be back. So they got better as the year went on. When we were 1-3 and left for dead, somebody didn't check our pulse.
And I love how talking in media days and also talking with Coach Collins and that.
Not sure if you can hear that, but Coach Smith said we were 1-3 and left for dead, but somebody forgot to check our pulse.
What did you tell the guys at halftime to get through this win?
You know, we knew before we ever got here, if it was us and Freedom, like it's been, I think, 3 times now, that it's going to go all the way down to the 4th quarter. They're so well coached, they're good athletes. We knew they were going to get after us, and I think they knew we were going to.
Coach giving some kudos to Freedom for the athletes that they have, and knew it was going to go deep into the 4th quarter.
Don't tell them the score of the Oklahoma game, that's for sure. But this was a tremendous win. And how about this young man, especially as someone who, come on over here, Eli Black.
So most people don't know this.
Don't get too close to him, though. Coach Smith emotional as he's trying to describe the heroics of Eli Black, playing sick today and battling back from injury. And
Congratulations, Coach. Eli, I know that most players look at this most valuable player trophy and think this is about the team effort and this is about the team, but to think for you to push through sickness issues and to get through to this point, what does this trophy mean to you?
Well, first of all, I don't want to talk about me. I want to talk about the fans right there. You know, my brothers. For praying for me when I was sick. Thank you, Charles. That looks good. I thank God every day that I get to come out here and play the sport that we all love.
Eli thanking the fans and the players. There was a prayer meeting about 1 o'clock this afternoon at LBCR to pray for the players and specifically for Eli to be able to go tonight.
Special moment there with your coach. What has Tim Smith meant to you in your development this year?
He's always pushed me to be better. He yells at me a lot. Which is good thing. And I love him. Thank you for that, Coach.
Now we know
Coach Smith being thanked for coaching Eli so hard.
are on standby for you guys.
A whole lot.
Well, congratulations. Your national champions for 2025, the Evangel Christian School Lightning.
So Evangel comes back from being down in the semifinal game and need to let me know when you're going to put that on so I can mute you. And then, has to fight back in the semifinal game and win it in overtime, and then come in here and somehow manage to beat a very talented Freedom Cowboys team by 18 points. Matt, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, wow, what a season. It's been so fun to be a part of, and just at the end, that's what it's all about, to see the emotions the coaches have, these young men have. It's more than just a game. I mean, so much goes into this, and so much is from the parents that you see here, and obviously not all the parents can make it down here, and we certainly wish they could, but I'm so glad that we have the opportunity through our sponsors to bring this special moment to family and friends all around the country. So I'm just excited and honored to be part of this program.
Wesley?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, getting to be down there with all the coaches and players, just seeing all the just raw emotion.
Yeah.
And they didn't expect this. You could see from the coaches they were a little surprised they won this one.
Yeah.
And hard not to get caught up in the emotion of it. And you heard from Coach Smith himself. Started 1-3, a tough start to be where we are today. 9 straight wins. Nobody really expected it, and we put all the work in ourselves. And obviously, all glory to God for everything accomplished. And like everyone said, what a season! Just can't be stated enough.
Yep, Evangel is a special place, and we've been blessed to be a part of the program I've been blessed to be a part of the program for a lot of years now, and thankful to be able to, like Matt said, bring you these broadcasts over the years, and it's do it again next year, right? Let's keep it going. Of course, we need that. We need our help from our sponsors. But maybe next year we'll have us a press box to be in instead of scaffolding to climb.
That'd be so nice.
Yes, I don't like these heights. If anyone's wondering, these are not good for me, so I have to just look straight at the field. So a press box would be a dream scenario.
Well, that's what we're working on next. So if anybody out there watching would
like
to help out with that, there is a donate button at
right.
evangellightning.org that you can tap on to help us out with that. But so it's been fantastic, and appreciate you guys helping out with the live stream. Appreciate Chris Thompson stepping in with the camera work down here in Panama City. Kirk Stallings with the field camera. We didn't get to give you as many of those shots tonight due to some technical issues with that, but and everybody else that helped out, Simon. So yeah, it's been fun, very unexpected, and quite a joy to be a part of this 7th in a row NHFA championship. Man, unbelievable. So I guess that'll do it. I guess we can sign off now. Anything else we need to say? No? Okay. All right. Well, I just want to say thank you to all of our fans out there. And as always, we like to say our time is up, but we thank you for yours. You've been watching Evangel Lightning football. Good guys win from Panama City 44-26 and are the NHFA Division I champions once again.